assembled the first bookcase yesterday afternoon after lunch. 67 more bookcases to go. Yeah.
I got a call from our daughter Markel, who's a student here at Union College, and she said she'd just come back from chapel, and she said they're all excited because they're going to do a lot of renovations to some buildings on campus. She said, but Mom, those are buildings that a lot of us don't spend very much time in. I really wish they would do something for the dorm.
So my wife just got on the internet, and just like an FYI, just the perspective of a student.
I opened my phone and saw an email, and it was from Vanita Sauter, who is the president here at Union College, and she said, I noticed that your email address has Maranatha in it. Do you think Maranatha would be willing to help us here to renovate the dorm? And I immediately sent her a message back, and I said, well, I happen to be sitting next to the North American Projects Director, so I think we can probably figure something out.
I had been in my daughter's room a few times, yeah. And old and tired. I mean, you know, like a lot of our church infrastructure around North America, buildings that were built in the 50s and 60s.
I helped her put things in her drawers, and I remember that the drawer was falling apart and hard to push in, and we had to go and make a report for maintenance because the drawer glides had fallen off.
They were telling me, I said, what's the cost of cabinetry per room? Because they were discussing, well, how much money would they have to raise? And they told me that it was $2,500 per room for the cabinetry. And I said, well, why don't we build them here? I said, do you have a shop? And they took me down to Plant Services, and I saw a really cool shop. I just estimated, I said, I think we could probably build these cabinets for about $600 just in the materials. We were building 34 rooms, so we have 68 base cabinets in each room, 68 upper bookcases. The drawers, we built 272 drawers to go in the lower cabinets. Had just cartloads of this stuff piled high. This is all high-grade plywood, oak veneers, solid oak face frames, solid oak drawer fronts. This is quality stuff, no junk here. We're building for Jesus.
Sylvia had emailed me and said that she's thinking of coming to Union College to participate in this Maranatha project. And I said, I was actually praying about it. I said, you know, I feel like we spend so much time in this dorm, and maybe this is the way to be able to give it back to the college.
To say thank you to Union College.
It's a good opportunity for service for the kids, and we enjoy it. We love Maranatha.
An opportunity to help others would be really, I wanted to at least give her that opportunity, and if she wanted to do it, then that would be great.
We had less people register for this project than what I was hoping for.
Up until even the day before the project, we were having people cancel that were committed and were coming and were skilled. But then people started coming from the community, local volunteers that we weren't expecting day after day, and oftentimes it was just the type of volunteer that we needed.
Yesterday it happened. We were in the shop, and 4 guys showed up in the morning, and 2 ladies showed up in the morning, another lady or 2 in the afternoon. And so that was a God thing. We've been seeing that all the way through. It's just been, and you know, they just show up, all of a sudden there's a new face, hey, I'm here to help. Most of it happened with help that we didn't even know was coming. So yeah, God's been a huge part of this thing. It's a good partner.